There's a truth that very few people ever tell you. Attraction isn't about luck, looks, or being born with a golden gift. It's about presence, energy, and the ability to carry yourself with a quiet, powerful confidence that pulls people in without a single word. Think about the most magnetic people you've ever met. They weren't necessarily the tallest, the richest, or even the most conventionally attractive. What made them unforgettable was the way they made others feel, the way they carried an unshakable aura, and the way they understood human nature on a level deeper than the surface. And that is what we're here to explore today. How playboys, not in the shallow sense of the word but in the sense of masters of social connection, build sexual tension effortlessly through principles rooted in Stoic psychology and timeless human behavior. Because here's the secret: sexual tension isn't about manipulation or cheap tricks. It's about authenticity mixed with self-control. It's about knowing who you are, standing firm in your skin, and understanding the natural dance between desire and restraint. Once you master this, you'll find that people are drawn to you without you even trying. And before we dive deeper, let me remind you, if you want to keep growing with us, if you want more powerful lessons on psychology, attraction, and self-mastery, make sure you subscribe our channel Next Gen Emotive. This is your arena to sharpen the mind, fuel the spirit, and unlock the kind of magnetism that changes everything. Now let's get into it. The first way a playboy builds tension is through silence and stillness. Most people rush to fill the gaps with words, nervous laughter, or too much explanation, but silence is powerful. When you can sit in the presence of a woman without scrambling to prove yourself, it sends a message. I don't need to chase. I don't need to impress. I'm already enough. That composure is magnetic. The Stoics taught us that mastering our emotions and reactions creates strength. When you remain calm, collected, and in control, the other person feels the gravity of your presence. The tension builds naturally, because you aren't trying to escape the moment, you're owning it. Second, it's about the subtle art of eye contact, not the creepy, unblinking stare. No, it's the slow, deliberate kind of glance that says, I see you and I'm unafraid to be seen. Playboys understand that attraction is often communicated in what's unsaid. Holding eye contact for just a moment longer than usual creates a spark. The Stoic angle here: discipline, the ability to hold your gaze without flinching, without darting away nervously, shows strength. It's like standing tall in a storm. You don't get shaken by little things. That steadiness draws her in. The third way is emotional control. Imagine this: someone teases you, tests you, or tries to get a reaction. The average guy flinches, laughs awkwardly, or tries to defend himself. But the one who has trained his emotions, the one who remains composed, turns the test into an opportunity. He smiles knowingly, maybe responds with a playful twist, but never lets his emotions run wild. This restraint is irresistible, because it signals security. Women, like all humans, are drawn to stability. A man who doesn't break easily, who doesn't let outside forces dictate his state of mind, radiates confidence that naturally fuels sexual tension. Fourth, playboys understand the power of scarcity. When you give too much, too soon, there's nothing left to anticipate. But when you hold back just enough, when your words are few but impactful, when your touch is subtle but lingering, when your availability is present but not desperate, you create space for desire to grow. Think of Stoicism again. It's the art of self-restraint. Desire becomes powerful not when it's constantly indulged, but when it's tasted in small, potent doses. By being deliberate, by not giving everything away immediately, you make the other person lean in, curious for more. The fifth way is physical presence. This isn't about being the most muscular or the tallest in the room. It's about posture, breath, and how you carry yourself. When you stand tall, breathe deeply, and move deliberately, you exude groundedness. Playboys move with purpose. They're not rushed, not frantic. They give off the vibe that the world bends to their pace, not the other way around. Stoics knew this truth. Your body is the outer expression of your inner state. If your mind is steady, your body follows. That calm, commanding presence doesn't just create tension, It commands respect. The sixth and perhaps most important is mystery. In a world where everyone overshares, where people broadcast every detail of their lives, mystery is magnetic. Playboys don't spill everything at once. They let their stories unfold piece by piece, leaving room for curiosity. They don't boast. They don't beg for validation. They reveal themselves slowly, carefully, like chapters in a book you can't put down. The Stoic principle here: detachment. You don't owe the world your every thought, and by holding back you create depth. That depth becomes a source of endless attraction. When you combine all of these: silence, eye contact, emotional control, scarcity, physical presence, and mystery, you create something powerful. Tension that isn't forced, tension that isn't fake, but tension that flows naturally from who you are. And that's the key. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's not about tricks or gimmicks. It's about stripping away the noise, mastering yourself, and allowing your natural magnetism to shine. Stoic psychology teaches us that the greatest victory is mastery over self. And when you master yourself, the world, people, opportunities, love naturally gravitates toward you. So I challenge you today: stop seeking approval. Stop chasing. Stop trying to impress with surface-level flash. Instead, turn inward. Train your mind to be calm under pressure. Train your eyes to hold steady. Train your presence to command without a word. Train your spirit to give less and mean more. This is the path not just to attraction, but to true power. The kind that resonates far beyond relationships, far beyond moments of tension. It becomes who you are in business, in leadership, in life. And remember, tension is only the beginning. What truly matters is the foundation you build once the spark ignites. Do you have the discipline to sustain it? Do you have the character to turn chemistry into something meaningful? That is where the real test lies, because playboys may know how to create sparks, but the true master of Stoic psychology knows how to turn sparks into fire that lasts. You already have everything within you to embody this. It's not about changing who you are. It's about revealing the strength that's been waiting inside you all along. Stand tall, stay calm, hold your ground, become magnetic not by chasing, but by radiating. That's the secret, that's the path. And if you walk it with discipline and authenticity, you'll discover that the world and the people in it can't help but be drawn into your orbit.